welcome to Girl Tribe Gaming, a podcast mostly about video games. I'm Zen.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to episode 5. So today we're going to talk about Deadlight on Xbox 360, and I have a question for Zen about some of her activities on her iPhone. And I mean games when I say that. And, we may talk about Cortana. You know, she keeps coming up. And then we're talking a bit more about Trials Fusion and some new info about Watch Dogs. And we're also going to talk about some Scuf controllers. And whatever else happens. And we kind of get off track sometimes, so...
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So what have you been playing on your Xbox 360?
Well, I have been playing the Deadlight game, but before I get into that, I have to mention I went to my local comic book store during one of my lunch hours, and I was picking up the second issue of the Tomb Raider. And he's like, if you like this, you have to get the Batgirl graphic novel.
Okay.
Because it's written by the same author that writes the new Tomb Raider through Dark Horse, which is really freaking good. I mean, if you like the video game, get the comic because it leaves off where the video game ends. So you get to see Lara, who has now been through all this, hell and back. You get to see her and her friends try to recover from all of that.
Oh, so like you're talking about the Tomb Raider. Oh.
So that's awesome. But this Batgirl, I picked up the first graphic novel of it, and it is awesome. The artwork's amazing, the writing is great, and I mean, I've never been a Batgirl fan to begin with, but it starts up where I believe it was the Joker that shot her and broke her back.
Oh, and then, I do not know about.
Yeah, and then it picks up to where now she's walking again and she's, trying to be Batgirl and be strong, but really she's still human and scared that she's going to get hurt again.
Yeah.
So you're getting to see this human side. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, she's human, she's badass.
Huh.
So if you're into comics and all that good stuff and kick-ass girls, go pick up the comic.
Yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I can find some stuff online.
Don't quote me it was the Joker that shot her, though. I think it was.
Joker's bad guy, so he probably did do it. Or if he didn't do it, he probably wishes he did do it.
Probably. But on the 360, what is it, the Free with Gold?
Yeah.
It's Deadlight is currently the game that you can download.
Yeah. Actually... Today's the last day. By the time people hear this, it's too late. You missed
That's
out.
a bummer. Hopefully you went and grabbed the free game. I wonder how much it is now, though. I mean, it's been out for a while.
I think it's still the regular price, except for when they had it on sale.
Well, let's just hope you got it for free.
Man, I bought it when it came out. I really liked it.
Yeah, so it's jump in at any time, but it's a zombie game, action platformer. And the world's gone to hell, and
it takes place in Seattle.
In Seattle in the 80s.
In the 80s, yep.
Yeah, and this guy is trying to find his wife and child. And to me, it's like, what makes a zombie game good?
Right.
What makes it a good game, though, Jen?
You're asking.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Well, I mean, a lot of things. Yeah, you put me on the spot. Now I can't think of anything. I mean, for me, it's more, if you're emotionally invested into it.
Yeah.
And if it's believable. I mean, not that zombies should be believable.
I believe it. No, I believe it.
We're probably going to have a zombie apocalypse.
Definitely.
It's just a matter of time.
But it's like the zombies that have to be like right up in your face. In my mind, I was like, to make a good zombie game, they got to be oozing blood and like attacking me. That's what I thought when I went into this game. But then I was like, how is a platformer zombie game gonna make me be afraid that?
Well, yeah, and this is like a side scroller, so it's like, I hadn't played a side scroller in a long time.
But it did make it made me scared.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. It's like, you felt this constant panic of, I can't stop running, or these zombies are going to catch me. And it's like, yeah, so that was, I was surprised by that.
Yeah. I mean, the graphics are beautiful on it, and it does such a good job of setting the mood and the tone for the game. And the cutscenes, they're simple, but it does tell the story well, I think.
I agree. So it's like it has it's a side platformer, like we said, but it also has like little puzzles you have to figure out.
I know.
So you can, navigate the map and everything. And at times you have to just decide if you have to run for it or shoot or maybe drop a car. Yeah. Drop a car on top of 10 zombies. Like,
yeah, there's not like an excess of bullets running around. So, I mean, you have to oftentimes find ways to get around without the fighting. Just like in real life you would do, I would assume.
I would. When the zombie attack or whatever happens, you're going to have to choose to run or gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to die, but
I give you 10 days.
No.
5.
My goal will be to get to Michigan to you for protection.
Well, that's like 30 hours, so you gotta, yeah. You'll be fine.
Sure, I will be.
So yeah, it's definitely a good game. It will, eventually.
There's already zombie bees.
I know, I saw that where like I was watching a video, it's like it lands and it like, it like stings the other insect and like it takes control of it almost.
There were zombie bees last summer, like about 20 minutes from here.
Okay, I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but it is terrifying.
Yeah, it's scary.
Because zombies, and you're probably allergic to bees, so I mean, you are. If it's a zombie bee attack, I give you 30 hours and you're dead.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I mean, it's a great game. It's one of those games that I caught myself thinking about wanting to play, which is somewhat, I guess, rare.
Right.
Me and my attention span is.
I know.
Is limited.
I do admit I didn't finish it yet. I bought it when it came out. It was like a summer of arcade game. I think it was. I kind of think it might be the summer before last, but I never did finish it. And it does get challenging in a couple spots. And when I say challenging, I mean it pisses me the hell off because like you might have to run in a certain segment at a certain speed or something crushes you.
Yeah.
And if you don't jump just right perfectly, you just die over and over.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, it's really good. There's some puzzles are a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's a great game. Especially when it's free, so hopefully everyone got it.
I'm more blown away that you didn't finish this game, and I could finish this game and have at least one game in my library that I finished and you didn't.
Well, I challenge you.
Okay. It can't be that long of a game. Damn it.
I started to play it today and then I got distracted. So for next month, the first game coming out with the games with gold is Dust and Elysian Tale. Did you play that one yet?
No, I looked at it and I thought, man, that looks like a pretty game. But
yeah, it's when you look at it, you're like, I don't know, the graphics of it is not my style of game, but I really liked it. But because of the timing of when it came out, I can't remember what happened. I got distracted. I'm definitely following your tracks. I haven't finished it. I didn't get that far into it, but I definitely am going to hit it back again. So
okay,
it's definitely a good game for free for sure because I paid full price.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
When I thought this whole free thing was going to be happening with the Xbox, I thought it initially was going to be on the One, and that's why they were going to be, trying to ramp up sales with the One. But I'm glad I still have my 360 for all these games.
Yeah. I'm sure at some point you would think that they would, do it for the One as well, but right now, I don't think there's enough games out on the one to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Zen, you play a lot of games on your iPhone.
A little bit.
Yeah. So here's what I want to know. I want to know like your top 3 to 5 games of all time on the iPhone. What do you think?
Probably my all-time favorite is Bejeweled.
Okay.
And I bet you most people know what Bejeweled is, and if they don't, just go download the game now.
Yeah, it's on everything, whether it's your phone, your computer, your Xbox, any of them.
It's way better than Candy Crush. Just saying.
I love Bejeweled.
Yay!
We agree.
We do. They actually have that on your phone?
Yeah, Bejeweled Blitz on my phone is amazing. It's one of my top games ever, actually, myself.
Yeah, I like the Blitz is awesome too.
Except for I get achievements and you don't.
Okay, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
So what other games do you like?
Infinity Blade, the whole series.
You've been talking about that for
Oh my gosh, I love that game. The third one, if you haven't ever played an Infinity Blade, get the third one. I will say I have the iPhone 4S and it didn't run great on that, but I have a new iPad that I bought it for, and it is such a good game. It's just like one of those where you have to dodge and time your sword fight and everything correctly. But you can upgrade your character and his armor or her armor.
Uh-huh.
And the third one you can. There's a male and female character. So it's just one of those. It's done by Epic Games, and it's just an awesome looking game, and then just addicting. So, and then for my third, it's a game called The Room. The first one and the second one, they're both really good. And it's just where you look around this container or box, and it's locked, and you have to find clues as you're looking around to open it. So it's just a puzzle game. That's one of those games like when you're sitting on the couch and you're just trying to relax. It's a perfect game for that.
Interesting. So, I hadn't heard of The Room. Yeah,
the first one I played, the first Room I played on my phone, and the second one I played on the iPad. And of course, it seems like most games are just better on the iPad. So I would totally download that one. And then I would just say close runners up there, Rayman Run.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just perfect for, on a mobile device. And then Unicorn Attack.
Unicorn Attack?
No, Robot Unicorn.
Oh, Robot
Attack. Yeah. 2. Not the first one, the second one.
What is this? I have to know.
It's this unicorn that is running. It's a, platform runner jumper, and you just have to time your jumping or you die. And you're collecting.
And you are a robot unicorn?
Yes, and you can upgrade this robot unicorn so that it has like flames.
Can you attack anything since it says attack? Or
no, I think you're just attacking life in general. You're running.
I'm attacking this thing I'm running on.
Yeah, you do attack. There's like little rock-looking creatures that you gotta like time it so you smash them. So I guess you're attacking that. But
okay.
But altogether, it's just a funny game. So. Yeah, those are my...
I think it's worth it just for the title.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm playing Robot Unicorn Attack 2.
And if you go look at the picture and just look at the screenshots, you'll know right away. It's like, this is going to be awesome.
Okay. I will take your word for it, then.
So, yeah, those are my favorite games what comes to mind. So... How are you and Cortana doing? You still talking?
Oh, man. Cortana is my new BFF, for real. I catch myself. I talk to her all the time. I was out in public again. And I hit the button, and I started to talk to her to ask her something. I don't remember. And then I was like, wait, there's people here. They're going to think I'm a moron.
You're like that movie that looks terrible to me. What is... the movie that's coming out that has some guy talking to his phone or his house.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so bad with movies. I have no idea.
Okay.
So
I'm going to look that up and send it to you because it creeps the hell out of me.
All right. I want to know. So, as far as Cortana, Lost Soul, she is one of the GTG members, and there's a lot of the GTG members that have Windows phones in, just so you know.
Yeah, whatever.
But, Lost, she gave me some new things to talk to Cortana about. Do you want to hear what they are this time?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You know she's cool. You have to admit it.
I know. I think I told you over the weekend, Siri and I got into a huge argument, so.
Well, what was it Siri did? I can't remember.
I was just trying to have a good time and told her to tell me a joke, and she's not telling me good jokes, and then I told her she was boring, and she had a smart-ass comment, and it was going nowhere. It was just a huge argument, and I had been drinking, so that didn't help.
Oh, no. That's never a good sign.
So, yeah, let's talk about Cortana.
All right, Cortana, I'm going to ask her a couple questions here. So, actually, I'm just going to make a statement. Beam me up, Scotty.
Aye, Captain.
She has a personality.
She does. May the Force be with you.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet.
Okay, Windows Phone knows their target. They know a bunch of geeks that buy it.
Yeah, okay. This one I found out on my own. I think we were gaming and I just asked her. Or I told her, I love you.
Awesome. Now I never have to say I'm sorry.
Man, I wonder what Siri would say if I told her I loved her.
I don't know.
I can ask her.
Ask her real quick. I want to know.
I love you.
That's nice. Can we get back to work now?
What? That's all so mean. It's all business. She's business.
We can't ever just talk and joke. It's just she wants to work and do
serious.
Everything.
Ask her another. Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Doris. Doris who? Door is open. Come on in.
That's kind of lame.
No, but at least she doesn't tell you to get back to work.
So, speaking of work, which reminds me of sleeping. Anyway, so Lost Soul and I were talking, and she didn't know that there's quiet hours now with Cortana. So, oftentimes in the past, I would get a message at like 2 a.m. from Lost because she lives in the UK, Zen, and that's not cool when you're asleep, and if you forget to turn your ringer off, you're getting text messages at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work. So with Cortana now, she has this thing called quiet hours. And so what you can do is you go into your little, there's a little menu here. I think they call it the notebook. And you could say, you tap quiet hours, and then you can set it, times of the day where you don't want anything to come through. So I have it set so that way now Lost can text me anytime she wants, and it's not going to wake me up. But
awesome.
Then you can set like rules. So if I'm like, okay, I don't want her to wake me up, but my mom, she's always having an accident. I want that to get through. So I can put things to override the rule that will always go through. Or you can do like, someone calls 3 times in a row, it must be important.
Okay.
It must be, surely. So you could say you'd let that go through. But anyways, you just go up into that. You just pick Cortana, click the button. You say, don't bother me. And then.
Don't bother me, Lost. That's what
Yeah, Lost, don't wake me up. I have to admit, I have woken her up several times and gotten her in trouble. So.
Yeah, I believe. That's like the time I called you when, I guess we know that I'm a big fan of the podcast Ladies of Leet.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
When they mentioned Girl Tribe in their Twitter account, I called you and it was pretty late out.
I'm so excited.
I was so excited.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's so awesome. What time is it?
It's like midnight. Which we said, I have to mention again that if you like this podcast, go check out the Ladies of Leet podcast.
Yeah. Zen actually, I had never even heard of them, and she told me about them, and they're really good. Definitely a podcast. Okay.
And that movie is called Her.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Kinda what you're kinda reminding me of when you're talking to Cortana so much.
Oh, man. All right. I'll stop talking about Cortana, but let's ask her one more question.
Okay.
What is the best tablet?
Oh, my God.
In a sea of tablets, there is one that rises to the surface.
Get it?
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was kind of a bad joke, but I thought it was fun.
It was good. I mean, at least she didn't tell you, get back to work.
Yeah. She didn't say like, yeah, that's nice. I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, speaking of getting back to work.
Yes.
Xbox One.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
All right, so I noticed that you've been playing Trials Fusion because you beat some of my scores and I'm not happy.
Yeah, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's like a celebration over here.
Yeah.
Last night I was playing and like it was one of those maps that is super tough and you keep on, you fail 100 times and then you have like one awesome run and then you take the lead overall and it's like screaming. I'm like in my head I'm like dancing and jumping up and down.
Oh no, I do it for real. This is what I do. I go yes, take it, yeah. And Supa looks over and goes okay.
Victory. Yeah, it's I'm having fun with it. It's the graphics like you mentioned in the last podcast, they're great.
Yeah, they're really good, aren't they? Yeah,
and the whole fundamentals of the game are awesome, like how you have to land the bike just perfect
yeah, the physics, it's just
the physics are right spot. It seems like they're spot on.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to the super difficult maps, which it looks like I was watching some other people play, and that looks more closer to what an actual Trials person, would do if they were crazy.
Yeah.
With the, stopping and hopping and...
Yeah, so you've gotten through medium,
yes.
Right? Have you gotten to the hard level?
No, I'm going to do that. That's next up. I've been just going back and forth trying to beat people's scores, and more people on my friends list are playing it now. Yeah,
I've got a ton of people playing it, which makes it more fun.
Yeah, and it's just like, dang it, you're in first now, and where did you come from? Because normally it was just like 2 people I had to worry about.
Right.
And now you got all these other people, so.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that I made it through all the medium. I go to hard. And you have to do this thing where you're going forward and you have to shift your weight back and forth to hop and force yourself up over this box up on this ramp. And I can't get through the stupid tutorial for hard.
Oh my God.
I'm so pissed. So I went from loving the game. This is so fun. I love it. I got so mad. I just put my controller down.
What was that noise you just made?
Exactly. I was just, and I've not gone back to hard yet. I see Supa over there. She's just like, do. This is so easy. She's gone through everything. Now she's on those super crazy hard tracks. And
oh no.
Yeah. I lost it. I'm taking a break now. Well, I played it last night and I did beat Supergirl and Lost Soul on one track.
What about Goose?
I don't know. I didn't look at anyone. I just saw I beat those 2 and I was impressed enough.
Nice.
I'm sure tomorrow, today, whenever, they've probably already gone back and beat my score. Because I'm not good. I'm not. You would think Moto, no.
No, I mean, you're usually, right there with me in whatever 3rd, 4th place. So it's I'm usually if I can beat Moto, I'll be happy.
Don't worry, I'm going to go back and beat you. But that's the good thing about the game, that even though I'm mad and I'm stuck, it's still fun just to go back and play the other ones just to try to beat you.
We're not competitive.
We're
We are a friendly gaming community that just wants to have fun.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, after last weekend.
Yeah, Clan Wars.
Should we just talk about that now real quick?
Yeah, it seems like it's happening, so let's go.
So, we try not to talk too much about Call of Duty because we don't want to wear people out, but last week was our clan war in Dubai. And we were in Platinum Division. We really wanted the win because it would be able to make us qualify for Diamond Division. And the girls worked hard. I mean, people were putting in, between 35 and 50, 60 hours on this thing. I mean, it was crazy. And what was that clan's name then?
Demon Hunters?
Demon Hunters. The whole weekend, we would play all day, capture all the nodes. We'd all go to bed. We'd wake up, boom, they took all the nodes. Mm-hmm. And the way it was working out was going to be that on Monday morning that they would take those nodes and take the win.
Yeah, because of different time zones.
Yeah, it's just
assuming they were an Australian or a UK clan, so
yeah, it was just
Monday. A lot of us are at work, and there's nothing we can do.
Right, everybody's at work on Monday. Well, not everybody.
No, thank God.
Let me tell you, it was down to the wire, and there was about 5 of us playing like the last couple hours, and at one point, if this one node on drop zone, if we took it, we were probably going to be safe, but if we lost it, we were probably going to lose the whole thing, the whole war, and the girls pulled it out. I mean, like within seconds of beating the other team, it was so close.
Yep, it was 11-11, and you needed 12 to capture.
Yeah, and I knew on the one, because we had, the 360 girls going, we had the one girls going, and we had to split up on the one because we couldn't find a room that would take us. So we're all playing individually on the one, but we're in a party together. It was just crazy. I knew we had 2 wins coming through on the one side, and then but I knew that wasn't enough, and then the 360 girls, they popped up some wins, and then we threw our 2 wins on top of that, and it was
within seconds.
Yeah, it was
like right when the capture happened, mm-hmm. the Demon Hunters won their games too, because the score fluctuate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, it was so crazy. It was definitely teamwork for sure. Everyone pulled in at the last minute, and all
the games, even before. Every single win that happened throughout the week, without those wins, we would have lost.
It was
definitely that last haul, that last, hour or, 4 hours that secured the win.
Yeah.
Everybody's games.
Because if you don't know, Clan Wars, they start on a Wednesday at noon Pacific Standard Time, and they go all the way till noon on Monday. So all those days, everyone had been playing and playing and playing, trying to fight off, that clan, and it was crazy. So now we'll get to be in Diamond, so that should be a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah. And I seriously almost cried at work. Like, all these girls, going through the chat, saying they're on their way. I was just like, you people are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, people were like, getting in trouble with their significant others.
Yeah.
Cutting out things they should be doing. They just pulled it together. Oh, it was so crazy close.
Yes. So thank you to all the Girl Tribe girls.
Yeah. Thank you guys. It was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to cry again. I'm so emotional.
Oh, let's just argue about something then.
Okay. Perfect. Watch Dogs.
I am totally excited. Watch Dogs is coming out on May 27th. And so a new multiplayer trailer came out. It's 8 minutes long, and I'll put it on our website in the show notes. I made you watch it today. What do you think?
It looks like Grand Theft Auto to me, but you're carrying around a cell phone.
Okay.
That was my initial reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I thought...
Well, would any sandbox game taking place in a city kind of look like a Grand Theft Auto game?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I keep hearing that this is going to be, totally new and revolutionize games and blah, blah, blah. But to me, it looked like Grand Theft Auto, and what scares me is that whenever I saw people playing Grand Theft Auto, it was just they were constantly getting shot at by other real people, and it didn't look fun to me. It's like I don't want to be walking around getting killed constantly.
I don't think it'll be like that, though. I mean, they did say to be a seamless experience, like the multiplayer, it showed at the beginning, you know, how you can like spy on people and do things, and you could find people that you could go hack that were real
That was
people.
cool. That looked cool. They lost me at the whole gunfire, Grand Theft Auto, running around, killing everything.
But you see, you were all upset. You thought all you were going to do was walk around with a cell phone. Now you find out you have a gun and you're not happy with that.
I just can't. No, it doesn't make me happy. I'm never happy.
I thought you'd be excited. What about, did you see the mode where you could be on your smartphone and control, like, someone's racing in the game and you're trying to make them not be able to finish the race? And you're, like, blowing up things in their way. And I thought that was kind of neat.
I wanted that. To me, that was, like, I hope I see more and more of that in games.
Yeah.
And I think that in games like, The Division, they're going to have that. So, but I'm interested in the game, but I'm seriously not sold on the game yet.
Oh, man. Oh, and then the third multiplayer mode they showed was like you had some sort of data you had to decrypt. And so you had to work as a team, get the data, and get away from the people so that you could start decrypting the data.
And that's when they jumped in the truck.
Yeah.
See, that looked fun.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I can just picture all of us girls hopping in this truck and taking off.
So what you're worried about, really, is you just don't want to be getting killed all the time when you're playing your regular game.
Yes. That's my main concern of, like, with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But the hacking looked...
Yeah, the hacking.
Fun to play, like, hide and seek and, like, try to find each other in the city. But the other thing was, like, I thought it was interesting to, if it's me playing, I look like the main character, but to you, I look like somebody else.
Yeah, so that kind of, this is coming from Ubisoft, who makes Assassin's Creed. And the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, it's kind of like that a little bit.
So do I control what you see, or is it, like, generated so I'm always different and you don't know what you're looking for?
I think it's auto-generated. I think you're going to look like your main character dude. I think his name is like Aiden or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden. And, I don't know, it looks cool. And then I watched some more videos today of like the story stuff. It's set in Chicago. And I thought they did an awesome job of capturing the mood of the city. I've only been to Chicago once, but Oprah, Oprah Town. I didn't see Oprah when I went to Chicago. But I don't know. I just thought they did a really good job. It looks awesome.
I mean, it looks interesting. I'm not
You're not sold. All right.
But you know me, I probably will get the game and we'll be running around hacking stuff, stealing trucks, and making a getaway. It will happen.
It will. I bet you anything. I'm going to get the game and I'll be like, it's so cool. You have to have it.
Yep. And then I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. I'll stop on my way home from work.
Yeah.
Just like I did with Defiance.
Oh yeah. You didn't play that enough. You didn't give enough chance. That's a whole nother topic. I won't even get going on that.
Okay. But yes, I will. It looks interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So, Zen, you have made a new commitment this week.
Yes, I did. I bought a Scuf controller after multiple girls in the group bought them. I had to do it.
Plunge. She just did
After this clan war, I was like, you know what? I like playing video games. I am going to spend just about $200 on a controller, and I am not going to look back and feel bad about it. So that's what I did.
Well, I have questions.
Okay.
What color did you get? Because that's, of course, the most important.
White.
White
with a orange LED.
Okay, so you got GTG colors representing.
I almost went with green, but then I was like, no, it's too Xboxy. Then I almost went with blue, then I said, no, too sad.
Too sad. You know Shadow bought a blue one, right?
Like I said, I almost went with blue.
Okay. And then, so what did you decide to do for your thumbsticks? What did you get? Well, wait. Maybe we should explain for people that don't know what a Scuf controller is.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're being ignorant thinking like everybody knows what a Scuf is. So it's a custom-made controller that has a shorter trigger pull, and it has these paddles on the back that you can customize what button they are. And the paddles on the back, I got 2 paddles. You can get 4. Mm-hmm. I have it set to the B button and the A button, so I no longer have to take my thumbs off of the analog stick to drop or, dump.
Yeah. So now you can play, and then normally you would have to take your right thumb off the thumbstick to hit the B button, and now you can just tap it underneath the controller and keep that's huge. And then the trigger stops will just mean that you can pull the trigger and it just barely has to move to shoot your gun, which may initially kill your accuracy until you get used to it.
Yeah, that's the main reason I bought the controller, is because with the 360 controller and the one controller, it's crazy how far you had to push the trigger back to actually engage the weapon or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And then when the other girls were sharing pictures and videos of their trigger reaction, that was it. Huge. I was sold.
Yeah, so what thumbsticks did you get on it? Because you can customize the stick height and the type, if it's concave or if you want domed.
I went with 2 concave regular. Mm-hmm. I read that you're supposed to get like a longer analog stick for accuracy.
Right.
But I was too scared.
You're more of a run and gun though, aren't you? Most of the time?
Yeah, I'm always moving and shooting.
I think run and gunners
I move.
That, so.
Yeah, that's what one of the girls, Goose had mentioned, that she's a run and gunner. And I was like, okay, I mean. Yeah. I will do that. And the concave didn't seem to fit. Like, I just don't think I would be comfortable with that.
Right.
So, and that's one of their standards, that it does automatically when you're setting up, it's the right analog is a concave. So a lot of people must prefer that, I'm assuming. Yeah. And I did not do any grips.
That was the next one. Did you get
I am comfortable with how the 360 grip feels, and I don't want to change that. And I'm also thinking in the future, if I buy a different headset that somehow attaches differently to the controller, I don't want to have anything interfering with that.
True. Well, I am on the fence. I want to buy it so bad. I was also looking at Scuf Gaming's controller, but I'm really looking at Scuf. Shadow is going to bring hers by this weekend, I think, so I can check it out. But I don't know. You got to let me know how it is as soon as you get it.
I think it should be here tomorrow.
Woo! Exciting.
I hope so. I know. And like you said with Cinch, I was also on the fence with Cinch. Mm-hmm. But something in my gut just said, don't. I
mean, Scuf's well known. All the pro teams are using them and everything. I mean, they've had their controllers out a long time, so they've had time to work out all the bugs.
Yep, that's the same thing. I feel like Cinch is still going through this process of and understanding what they're trying to be so different. They're trying to be different than Scuf, so I don't want to go through that whole phase with them.
See, what I like about them is that they have a button on the back, and right where my hand sit, I think is where that button is instead of a paddle.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing, but that's like with them, I really think with that one I'd have to hold the controller to make sure that exactly where that button is where my hand sits.
Yeah, I sure wish you could just walk into like a GameStop and have examples of all the controllers like that.
Yeah, they should have them there and have it so you can order online.
Yeah, like a little kiosk, and you just.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. They would do.
Clearly, they did not ask us.
No, well, if you're listening, you should be doing that. So yes, that is my recent purchase.
Oh man. Well, I can't wait.
Me either.
Hopefully, I'll be there as well. Oh, Zen, so, okay, this is going to date me. Actually, we had a question.
Oh, yeah, from Ski.
Yeah, Ski had a question for us.
Our little Canadian friend.
Mm-hmm. Our little Canadian clanmate here.
Yeah.
What was her question?
Her question was, what's your all-time favorite game?
Okay. And then we couldn't figure that out because it's such a hard thing to narrow it down to one game. Mm-hmm. So, Zen, I'm going to alter it just a little. What was the one game that got you into gaming to begin with? That just hooked you?
Super Mario on the NES.
Okay.
That was my first game. I got the system from my grandma and grandpa on Christmas.
Aww.
And I'll never forget that day.
Aww. Well, for me, because this is what dates me. My very first video games were at the arcade. My dad would drop me off in the arcade while he'd go bowl in his league. And so this was back when Pac-Man was new. Mm-hmm. So my favorite game back then was Galaga. And I just loved it. I loved it.
That's a great game.
Yeah, I love Galaga. It's simple but fun.
Yes.
And, yeah.
See, I didn't have the I was a little bit, I'm a little bit younger than you, so the arcade phase, you didn't go to the arcade when I was a kid. You just had your NES. Yeah. We had certain places that were like, like a grown-up Chuck E. Cheese that you could go to, but it was never that you had to go to the arcade to play video games.
Yeah.
Which I think is an awesome experience to have, so,
Yeah, the arcades were the best. They really were. I wasted so much money in them.
So that's the game that got you.
Yeah, because then from there, the Atari 2600, which was going to lead me into the next thing, but yeah, the Atari 2600 was my first console, and so I had, all those games like Centipede, Galaga, Pole Position, all those old games is what got me in.
Pole Position?
You don't know what Pole Position is?
No, that sounds a little, whoa.
It's a racing game. Night Driver. Oh, I love that.
I know Night Driver.
Not Knight Rider, though. Night Driver. Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
You missed out with the blocks.
I did, okay.
I envisioned the games as like these beautiful things, and now when I look back, I'm like, okay, that block moved over here, and then that block moved over here.
That's one thing that's so beautiful about it, though. Like those old games, like Mario, he's just like these little pixels running around.
Yeah, we thought it was cool.
Yeah, in my mind, like when I was picturing whatever he was doing, Mario, like when he got the little flame ball thingy, in my imagination, this was like, this guy was just chucking these flame balls, and there was things blowing up, and it was just, your imagination just ran wild, and now on the Xbox One, we get pissed if things don't look real, because I can no longer imagine.
Yeah, we're so spoiled we don't use our imaginations anymore.
Yeah, so that's that's the game that got you into it. What about, before we say our all-time favorite game, what is your favorite multiplayer game? All-time favorite multiplayer game? Yes.
Well, I'd have to say Halo 2.
Agreed.
Yeah?
We agree. Yes, that is my all-time favorite multiplayer game. The memory, it was just...
Yeah. I don't think we could ever duplicate that time.
It was like one of the first games that were with Xbox Live and this whole being able to play with people everywhere. I mean, multiplayer, I guess you could say, what would it be called? The Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. That was my probably first multiplayer game. That was multiplayer? I mean, my sister and I, it's just sitting there. Like two controllers. That's multiplayer. I got you. Old school multiplayer.
I forget.
So Halo 2, I thought that would be yours too. So.
Yeah.
Now we'll get to Ski's question of all-time favorite game.
I have to. It's hard. It's so hard. I don't know. My gut says Halo Combat Evolved because it's totally changed the way I play games.
Wow. Okay.
The very first Halo, but when it re-released, they reimagined
anniversary edition.
The anniversary edition, and they went through and redid all the graphics, spiffed it all up. I went through to play it, so excited, and then when I played it, it just didn't have that same feeling. But I would go back. You can hit, I think it's like the select button. You can go back and forth between the old graphics and the new updated. Oh boy, those graphics were terrible.
So cool.
I didn't have any idea how bad they were. But so I don't know if it still would be, I think it's just the memories of when I played it, you know?
Yep.
What's yours?
Mine, it's always like this one game that sticks out in my memory.
Mm-hmm.
It is Mass Effect 3.
Oh, that's a good game though.
And it's like,
it's changed you.
It has seriously changed me as a gamer. I didn't play the first one. I think I almost completed the second one. Mm-hmm. But I went back and played those. I hadn't played those before the third. Yeah. And like that game, the way it made me make decisions in the game and the character, how I behaved and everything was completely different. And it made me like, I lay in bed and questioned, who am I and what did I just do to that race, that whole planet? What was it? And I'd be talking,
yeah, that's a great game. I have noticed ever since you've played that game, you're not as satisfied with just like the first person shooters anymore, which is what you always used to play. Yeah,
I have definitely been open to playing more different types of games since picking up that game.
You're going to need to try out the new Dragon Age when it comes out this fall. It looks amazing. And it's made by the same people, so.
Yes, and I started the Dragon Age.
Yeah.
And I really like that series, too. So.
I do, too. I love the Dragon Age series.
Yes, I can't wait. So, Ski, well, thank you, Ski, for the question. And we did have another question from Dom, so we'll get to her question next.
Yeah, we're running long on time, Dom. Yep. We'll catch you next time.
Yep.
But she gets her shout out, Domino's Pizza!
Yum. Oh, these poor people that don't know the Clan Girls and how awesome they are. They're probably like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you guys should definitely stop by the website and meet the girls on the forum. They're all so awesome.
Yep. Well, I think that wraps it up.
Yep, I think so.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 5. We're learning a lot and we're having a blast. So
definitely.
Thank you. Thank you again. You can follow me on Twitter at ZMacLeod. That's ZMACLEOD. And you can follow Jen on Twitter at MotoGirl. That's MOTO_GRRL.
Yep, and like I said before, hope you stop by our website at girltribegaming.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at girltribegaming. That's just all one word. And thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.